Hey, welcome to Spit in the Bit. We are talking about Derby contenders, and we're going to be talking about Chief Wallabee and his chances to win the Derby this year. We both like Chief Wallabee quite a bit. I have him as my number five selection, and Kev, you have him at seven.
I am at seven.
Yep,
However, if you were just rating names, he'd be in a dead heat with the Puma for me.
there you go. Yeah, and they have a following, that's for sure. Trained by Bill Mott, ridden by Junior Alvarado. Sire, Constitution, all those things are good things. One of the
Yeah,
reasons
it's
I like
the
them a
same
lot,
duo that won the Derby last year.
yeah, yeah, and that's just it. Mott knows how to get a horse ready, and that's why I like Chief Wallaby. I mean, he's raced against some quality horses. Took third in the Florida Derby, and took second. What was it, Fountain of Youth? Um,
Yep.
and so didn't win, but ran against these contenders, um,
Right.
and was right there. And I think the Constitution pedigree, Constitution, the mile and a quarter, he's good. He's improving because also it's going longer, and he's going to love that. I when I watch him, I see a horse that just works really hard in the home stretch. He fights and works hard. He's not flashy or doesn't have that big turn of foot like a Renegade or a Further Ado, where I just go, whoa, wow, what a move. And so I like him a lot. And I'll get to what I don't like about him, but I want to let you share why you have him as high as seven.
Um, yeah, why do I have him at seven?
Yeah, why do you
Well,
like
I
him?
mean, he's a good horse. And he's gone up against such tough competition. He shows up every time. Like you said, great connections. Um, at this point, I'm not convinced we're going to see a big or significant jump up for this horse quite yet. Bill Mott is putting blinkers on him, um, which is somewhat of an unusual move going into the Derby, and historically, at least in recent history, has not worked very well. Um, Palace Malice as an example. So I think he too thinks he wants more out of this horse, and thinks he has it, but so far at that crucial moment, he hasn't displayed it in on the big stage yet. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's what I kind of term his lack of that big turn of foot. He's
Yep.
going fast. He just doesn't have that accelerator, and which he needs a good trip then, which his style is getting, being up there stalking up front. But if he falls too far behind and gets in a little bit of a traffic trouble, I think he'll have a hard time navigating traffic. He
Mhm.
needs to break well and get placed well, um, in order to be in a position to outwork people down the stretch. Um,
I agree. Like Fountain of Youth, he's actually, um, in a better spot than Commandment, but Commandment runs by him. Um, and again, to bring up the Tappet bloodline, and harp on that again, but like a Mo Donegal type, right? I mean, can really get motoring, but that agility to break out of trouble, um, I haven't seen yet with this horse, or it's just he. Bottom line, I guess, is I need to see more to think this horse has any chance to finish higher than third in the Kentucky Derby.
yeah, he's a good horse with potential of being great. It's just, is he going to be great? Is he going to make that step at the Derby? If he does, good for him. Good for people who. So I like the horse a lot, so I'm probably going to
I
have him
do
in
too.
some of my bets. But yeah, I definitely would be happy and a little bit surprised if he finishes top three. Not a lot surprised, but it's doable. But yeah, I again like him a lot. I think that I agree with you that he's developing and the whole blinkers on thing. That worries me a bit too. That why now? And I get it. Why
Right.
now? Because it's the Derby. But okay, that signifies that you have some questions whether or not he can handle
Yeah,
the crowd and the
bingo. I think that's the biggest takeaway I have. I'm not I'm not hands off on this horse because of the blinker angle. Um, but I agree with Mott's assessment, I guess, right? I think it's sort of my my negative take on the horse is these past two races. He had good position. I disagree with people that or the viewpoint that maybe he had a tougher trip. I feel like when he was ready to move, um, Junior found a spot for him to move. I mean, he was in a better spot than in the Florida Derby than Commandment was, and when jockey asked Commandment to go, he goes right by Chief Wallabee and catches up with the Puma and gets the nose in front at the line. And at no point in those last 100 yards does it look like Chief Wallabee's gonna find that other gear to go by the Puma. Um, and I suspect that's like we're saying. I suspect that's um, a driving force behind Bill Mott thinking, let's try some blinkers on him, get him to focus.
right, right, and
And he looks good. I mean, he looks really good, but you know,
yeah,
you need a little something more.
yeah. Like I say, I think he's a good horse that's going to be great. When is he going to be great? When is he going to take that next? Everybody sees him and sees him train and just raves about him that he's going to be great. I think he's
Sure,
good.
like if something clicks in him, and he actually does have that other gear,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because right
I
now,
mean, he's right there to go by the commandment or
yeah,
by commandment.
yeah,
Heck, you could say if he can find that gear um, a little earlier and just a little bit more, he's in a better position to. Commandment's got to go by him, not the other way around. And in the Fountain of Youth, same thing. Um, so
um,
yeah, if they can find a little more focus and a little more turn of foot, then you've got a dangerous horse on your
yeah.
hands.
And we talk a lot about the added distance. I think the added distance with the Constitution pedigree is going to be good.
Mhm.
I think I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
will help will help more than hurt, and a lot of horses it'll help, but I think it'll be a lot of help for Chief Wallaby.
yeah, and I can't remember. Boy, a few years ago, all you would there was. It seemed like every year there was such talk about Tappet horses don't win the Derby, which is still true. Hasn't happened. Constitution's out of Tappet. Um, I think they're. I don't know if it's the how they mature or the running style, but like he just he looks like a mile and a half horse so far. Like he's just going to keep running faster, but it's that steady
Yeah,
grind, and
yeah,
um, you need a little bit more to get out of trouble in the Derby. So maybe they're
so,
going to find it with the blinkers.
yeah, maybe. So what you would do with him is you would skip the Preakness and go right to the Belmont after this.
No, not necessarily though. I mean, because I think I don't think I'd go to the. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I would skip the Preakness. I thought you were saying skip the Derby. I'd run in the Derby, skip the Preakness with this horse.
And go right to the Belmont. Yeah, the mile and a half. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, terrific. He is a wild card of a horse. He's good enough to win this
He's
one.
going to be in all my exotics, Bill. I mean, when I say seven, it to me that's a good thing. I'm looking at the top nine, and I
Yeah.
tweak
Um,
everything from there. But
yeah.
to me, the top nine, the higher the number, the less likely that you could pull off. the miracle, but um,
Yeah.
this horse has got it in it with everything clicking to be
Yes.
there.
And he has to take a step forward, which he's done so far, but he has to take a pretty big step forward to win. Great horse. I'm excited for his future. I'm going to have him on some of my tickets. Not sure I'll have him on a win ticket, but I'll have him in my exotic. So sounds like you're about the same way, huh?
Yep, for sure.
All right. Well, hey, let's go, Chief Wallabee. Great
Yeah.
name. I think it's the
See if
best. I
we
think it's
can.
better than the Puma. The Puma's good. But I think Chief Wallabee's the name of the Derby horses.
Yeah, I can't argue. I can't argue with you on that one. It's a great name.
All right. All right. We'll
All
talk
right. Well,
soon.
sounds good. Week away.
Week away.